Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Tailgate Tales. This is Alan. This ain't even Tailgate Tales at this point. Just kind of wanted to give an update on everything. So I had a gentleman that wanted to be on the podcast. He's wanted to be on the podcast for a while now, and I tried getting him on a couple of times, and I've been having nothing but issues with GoPro overheating or bad batteries or the SD card not working. So it's been kind of a struggle. It's just making everything work. I interviewed him, a week and a half back, and that video we sat and chatted for like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and the GoPro overheated like 10 minutes in, so I lost all that info. And then I went yesterday to go interview him for the second time, and we were under shade this time, and everything was going good, and same thing happened. GoPro overheated, and we lost a lot of footage. And that's not really ideal, obviously. I think anybody would agree that that's not a good circumstance to be in. I guess the big reason why I haven't made videos is I moved down to Texas for a couple months. I'm living in a camper, and I'm going to school right now. Attempting school, I guess. I'm in it, but I'm attempting it. But I was supposed to post these videos and have these videos up January, and nothing has been put up, and it absolutely kills me, that I haven't been able to put these videos up or even make them. Like, if it's not one thing, it's another, so I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update on that, and kind of let y'all know that I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this thing. The YouTube, the living down here, the just everything, it's everything's taking a toll on me. So I'm not trying to make this big old speech on why life sucks or anything, because it doesn't. I definitely envy people that have everything going on and they're making it work, and I just can't seem to every step of the way I can make it work. Nothing has worked for me, and that's really been killing me. So it is what it is. I guess on the drive here, because I went to go do a job, and unfortunately that job had already been done by somebody else, and that sucks. But on the drive here, I was pretty depressed. I kind of look around and I just say, why does this work for everybody else but not for me? Woe is me type shit. But I don't make excuses. Some people think I do. Excuse me. But I don't make excuses. I try not to, and I try to just shoulder all blame without really complaining, or on a large scale. We all bitch and complain a little bit, but I try to mitigate that. But like I said, recently, it's not even really recently, it's just in general, nothing's ever gone right. Nothing's ever gone according to plan. I don't know what it is. Nothing about me. I don't like anything about me. The way I live, what I drive, how I live, the things I do. It's so freaking aggravating. so aggravating. And you know, everybody says, well, just change. It's like, you know, nobody says that to me, actually, because so many people find what I'm doing super cool and super interesting. But, you know, the reality is, this is a really depressing, lonely life. I mean, I'm 30 years old. I've never had a relationship, let alone anything stable. I've never, you know, I've never sought money, not by any means. And I don't understand people, their cues, their social cues, their, you know, the things. I can read people really well, too well, I think, to where I'd rather just distance myself from people, because it's easier to manage emotions and feelings. And I guess there's a reason why I don't tell people this, and I guess it's great to tell YouTube, because I don't have somebody arguing back at me. You know, for years I've listened to everybody's problems, and I've understood them. I've felt for them. I've felt this empathy, I guess. Maybe false empathy, I don't know, but I've felt these things for them. But you know, when I bring up issues that I have, or I have these complaints, I get shit on. You know, I get this pushback of, I get a pushback of like, you know, well, why are you complaining? You've got it good in life. And I don't think people understand how depressing this life is. You know, I can't bring myself to drive a new truck or a new car. And I don't know if that's just internal or what, but it's not a style thing. It's really not. It's more of a, you know, maybe I'm not normal, you know, but I drive these old trucks. I live in these campers. I live in a van. I do these reckless things. And people find that so, like, enjoyable. Like, that's the life, that's the way. And in some part it is. But I've been searching for so long for a sense of danger in my life. But it seems like I have this bubble around me that danger just completely avoids, as well as the normal. The normal avoids it, you know. I don't know what it is. You know, I don't have true personal connections with people, and I don't know if it's like an aura that I put off or what, but I don't know, like I can't talk to people anymore. You know, in front of a camera, I'm pretty decent. You know, of the interviews I've had, I feel like I've done a pretty good job, if the setting is right and if everything's right. But, you know, and I'm not connecting any of the dots with anything. You know, I'm living on bare minimum. I mean, and that's a very true statement. You know, I live very minimally. Yeah, I have the luxury, I cannot stress this enough. I have a very limited luxury on being able to just pick up and go whenever I want. And that's not a good thing. I cannot stress that enough. That is not a good thing that I'm able to do that. You know, I have no wife, I have no kids, I have no dog. I have material that I don't care for. I don't, you know, I can get rid of all of this in a second and go disappear. And, you know, and this year has really tested me. You know, really tested me on what I want to do and how I want to go about things. And quite frankly, I'm so sick of doing this alone. You know, I'm getting to the point where I'm about to just leave my phone, leave my wallet, leave everything and just go somewhere else. The problem is I've done that, and it, you know, I don't get what I need out of that. So I don't know. I'm bummed. I thought I have friends, but it seems like people change daily, monthly, you know, yearly, and that's okay to change. That's the point. But I'm reading people's demeanors, I'm reading how people act towards each other. I see it, and it really doesn't vibe with me. And I don't know why. You know, I've changed myself before. I've gotten on a suit. I've gotten everything. I've got snazzied up. And when I look in the mirror and I look down and I look at everything, I realize that I have no symmetry in my life, like physical symmetry, like things don't work. I collect watches, but I don't wear watches because when I put them on, they're off. Nothing fits right. Nothing fits right on me. Hats, I can't get a hat to stay straight on my head. These are weird things that I've noticed over the course of 30 years, and I don't understand it. I always joke with people, I'm like, you know, I probably could have had a 9-to-5, but what's that? I'm so far removed from a 9-to-5. I'm so far removed from social interaction with people. I'm so far removed from wanting things. And that eats me up, you know. And the greatest addiction in this world is loneliness. And I feel like few people are alone, but I think loneliness is really rare. Like real loneliness is rare. And I don't know. The biggest thing is I'm annoyed with myself for not being able to do these things, especially things that are so simple. I'm annoyed at myself for being who I am, and I'm annoyed at myself for being lonely. You know, as simple as that. I don't know what I need, and I don't think any of you know what I need either. If you feel like you do, to be completely honest, keep it to yourself. I'm at this point where I'm so sick of hearing these. I'm sick of hearing opinions from people that want my life so much. It's so annoying, and I just wish. I wish I could just be by myself at this point. I mean, is that the thing I need? Probably not. You know, is that what I really want? I don't know. But I don't want to go and do anything. I don't even want to do these interviews. I don't want to drive my truck that breaks down every other day. I got to go pull my Harley out of Harley because it broke, and it's something I could have fixed, but I don't know why I didn't. I don't know what prompted me to just go take it in and be done with this. Like, I don't know what's getting boggled up. I don't know. So I apologize for the, complaining. I would much rather not complain To be honest, I wish I never started doing this. I don't have any obligation to do it. I could just stop right now and be done. So me putting it up here, I don't know what it is or why I'm doing it. Or maybe I need to vent to a camera instead of a person, it feels like. Because, like I said, I don't get pushback. People don't understand me. Because if I told people the way I felt, it comes off wrong, or it comes off... There's no symmetry to the way I present things to people. Is certainly what I'm getting at. So, again, thank you for watching. You know, don't hit me up about this. Again, it's just one of those things. But, you know, thank you for watching anyways. If you feel the same way, you know, I don't know what to say. Feel like I'm done giving advice. I'm 30 years old. I shouldn't even be giving advice anyways. Yeah.